Oh, right, dude. What is going on, lads and laddosaurs? Today, with me on the podcast, we've got the man himself, full-time partnered streamer with over 100,000 followers on Twitch.television. The man himself, CPOTTZZ. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's good, dude?
What's going on, homie? How you doing?
Enjoying life, man.
Dude, you look it. Like I said right before this podcast started, dude, you're killing it. You got the camo white champion hoodie on, which is fucking fire. I'm actually gonna have a conversation with you post stream about that. And the black cherry Bud Light seltzers. My man's out here. I got a little little peanut butter and jelly old fashioned whipped up today.
Oh, drinking fancy today.
Yeah, I figured since Dad was coming on the show, I might as well class it up a little bit, you know. Meanwhile, my man over here thinks of me as a Bud Light seltzer. I mean, I get it, dude. I get it. Dude, what's going on with you, man? What are you what's happening in the world today for you, man? What are you playing? What's going on? Like what are you playing these days? So, with all this bullshit that's happening with, you know, Valorant and beta now gone. And I mean, I guess Tarkov's got the wipe going on, but what's been happening, dude?
Yeah, I mean, other than playing a little bit of Valorant when it was out, and I'm gonna get back into Tarkov now that the wipe happened. I'm not really enjoying games right now, honestly.
Really?
I just enjoy more just chatting. I'm a reaction Andy kind of guy right now, more than anything.
So you're just hanging out watching vids and shit like that?
Yeah, honestly, just trying to find all the content that I can on the internet, trying to watch it on stream. I used to lay down every night before bed for about an hour, maybe two, and watch YouTube videos to fall asleep. Now I don't do that. Every time a video pops up, I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. We'll watch that with stream.
Yeah.
So I don't even watch YouTube off stream no more.
Yeah, I feel that.
So,
I wonder if that's like I don't know what's going on, man. Are you like do you think with the revamp of Valorant coming out of beta and becoming open, like do you see yourself playing that game consistently or what's up?
yeah, I see myself playing it consistently. I've never been like a professional player, really. I mean, back when I was like 13, 14. Yeah, it's like everyone wants to be a pro at every game nowadays. And it's like, you know, these companies are paying, so I understand.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like you can't casually play games and have fun and meme with your friends no more. I don't feel like.
Dude,
everything's just so try hard.
Dude, you can't. Those days are long gone.
It ruins games for me, honestly. That's why I quit playing Fortnite. Everything got too serious.
Dude, Fortnite got so serious so quick too. Quick. I felt like once that World Cup happened, it went from, all right, there's some good players, to like, holy fuck. Dude, we are going so hard so often. Dude, like it's not even enjoyable to play anymore. I'm the same way. I quit playing it too. Like I got super hype about season 2 coming out, obviously, but much like everybody else. And then when that just flopped for me, I was like, all right, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm done.
No, that's exactly. I quit right at the beginning of the year, January.
Yeah.
So quit completely. I literally deleted the game. I haven't touched it.
Same.
So.
I am the exact same way. But at least we got some hope coming with Tarkov. You know, today's May 28th of 2020. So that everybody that is listening and not watching this on YouTube, listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts right now, at least we've got Tarkov wipe happened today. There's some promise in playing something, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. That game's just so good. I mean, it is competitive, but I feel like it's different. It's a different competitive feel, you know. It's like
really
super slow pace.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta play smart. People like, you know, they got the, what do they call them? The Chads.
Oh
right?
yeah, the
you
Chads.
got those guys.
What are you? Are you a Chad or a rat?
No, I'd say I'm a rat.
I'm definitely a rat. Rat gang till I die, bro.
The whole in what's cool is they updated it and they took away the what is it, like that momentum, like B hop.
Yeah.
They took that away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of cool.
So
I
you're
mean,
not getting pushed around corners and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely hyped about it. I played a little bit this morning. You haven't gotten a chance to play it today yet, have you?
I haven't touched it at all. I just updated it, loaded up the menu, and that was it.
Dude, I'm hyped about it. The only thing I'm bummed about is that I think everybody's bummed about too. Streets of Tarkov's not on there, which I think a lot of people.
I thought it was coming with the update, man.
That's what I think everybody was waiting on. Now, granted, I'm not that deep into it, but I know a lot of people were waiting for the Streets of Tarkov, and I know a lot of people were bummed, but still. Even a wipe in general gets people hype, especially right now with all the lack of content, dude. It's crazy.
Lack of content, exactly.
It's so crazy because you think about how much shit is out there to play and how much stuff is out there to create content on. But dude, it just sucks. Like it's just like either it's not in your wheelhouse or it's just not fun. I don't know what it is. It's crazy.
What honestly blows my mind more than anything, for me anyways, is like I grew up on Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty 2 is what started it all for me.
Yeah.
And I gave, like, when COD Ghost hit, COD Ghost gave me like a weird vibe. Like it didn't feel like Call of Duty.
Right.
And every Call of Duty after that, it progressively got worse, I felt. So I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then Black Ops 3 or whatever came out. You had like you could boost jump and you could wall run.
That was the last one. Dude, that was the last one I played so hard. But then other than that, yeah.
Like this Call of Duty that's out, like with Warzone and everything, like Warzone's popping.
It is.
It like took over like the #1 spot on streaming platforms.
Yep.
Like it's like the most viewed game right now. It's like really popular and I just don't enjoy it, man.
Same, dude. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. And I actually was talking the other day, talking and thinking back to, Modern Warfare 2, all those games when we were, in our teens, like early teens to, middle, whatever. Dude, it's crazy. Like, I think we're all still searching for that feeling of playing those games again. Like, like coming home from school and the first thing you do is flip that Xbox on and it's you, the homies who you were just hanging out with at school, to now we're hanging out till 9, 10 and it's bedtime type deal. I miss that shit, man.
Or not going to school and, playing sick.
Yeah, man. You had to coordinate that
way too much.
Dude, you had to coordinate that with some friends or else you were kind of bored all day.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
waking up just, Mom, I'm sick. I don't feel well.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Getting a hot rag and holding on your head for an hour. And then
damn, you went way harder than I did. Holy shit.
Dude, I did everything I could to stay home.
Dude, you went way harder than I did. Holy hell. Yo, speaking of bringing it back to the beginning, let's talk about the beginning, man. Let's, when did you start your streaming career?
Oh, man. I actually started, it's weird. Okay, so I used to play Xbox.
Yep.
And
same.
I've had all the consoles, PlayStation, Xbox. Xbox is what I played hardcore with my friends. I played everything from Madden, everything from 2K to Forza, Call of Duty. You name it, we all got the games together. We play. There'd be like, 5, 10 of us, whatever. I'd stream from my system here and there. But it really hardcore started June of 2018.
Okay.
I was at work with one of my coworkers. We would pull up Twitch all the time at the TV at work.
Okay.
And we'd watch streamers, Tim the Tatman, Nick Merckx.
Yeah.
I've been on this platform as like a viewer since Justin TV.
Yeah, so a long time
CDN
ago.
the Third was one of the first guys that I ever followed.
Yeah.
And Castro 1021 was one of the first guys I ever followed as well.
Okay.
And I've been following them literally for like 6+ years.
God damn.
I think CDN's actually approaching like 8 years I've been following him. But watching it all the time at work and, seeing what these guys are putting into their stream is just like, I actually had a teacher in high school who told me he always wanted me to be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And he said that he could see me in Hollywood one day being a comedian.
Yeah.
And he's like, you need to get in the entertainment industry. And ever since he told me that, kind of like, it always pops in my head.
Right.
So like back in Modern Warfare 2, I always wanted to stream stuff like that. I always wanted to produce content, be a YouTuber back then when Modern Warfare 2 was out. It wasn't really streaming. It was, but it wasn't like what it is today.
Right.
So it was more YouTube back then. I really wanted to do it. Well, long story short, I bought a PC from Best Buy. I applied for a credit card. I bought one. And I started playing PC games, and it was Fortnite. Fortnite was really popping.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like season 4, season 5, something like that.
Yeah.
And I started streaming. I told my buddies about it. I was playing games with my buddies. So there'd be like 4 of us, and then they would all watch my stream, and then people started trickling in here and there.
Yeah.
And what kind of started it all, honestly, is my fiance, she got pregnant. And
I
went to so the story I tell about that is like I tell people how she got pregnant. I'm still a virgin, but she walked home, she walked in the doors from work one day, and I just looked at her in the eyes and I was like, damn girl, you look good today. And so she got pregnant.
Okay,
so that's kind of like the story that I tell.
I feel it, bro. I feel you.
Yeah, so she got pregnant. And time was coming. She it was August of 2018.
Yeah.
And basically we had a doctor's appointment, and we went to the doctor's appointment. The doctor looked at us and said, "Are you ready to have the baby today?" And we both look at each other and we're like, no, we're not quite ready. Like, we still have like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
At this time, we're not ready. And doctor said, well, it's either gonna be today or tomorrow. And I was like,
Jesus.
Tomorrow, please, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, this was already like 4:00 in the afternoon, and we hadn't told the family yet. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, tomorrow, please let us relax tonight. Let's do it tomorrow. So tomorrow it was. And I called my boss, and basically I had to leave work, by the way, for the doctor's that doctor's appointment. I had to leave work. So I left work. No worries there. I called my boss the next day, and I'm like, yo, we're having the baby today, and we're gonna be in the hospital until then. So we were there, and we ended up having the baby. 45 minutes of pushing.
Jesus,
not bad.
Christ.
Yeah, pretty quick compared to, I know a lot of people, a lot of women,
couple hours,
take hours,
bro. Yeah,
and they'll go through hours and then sometime not be able to push, and then they gotta have a C-section. So we got lucky. 45 minutes, and that story's funny too. I had a dog at the time, and my mom and dad came up to the hospital, and they were like, hey, you want to go let Diesel out? You want to go check on the house and stuff like that? We're like, yeah. So we literally get out to the truck, we go to head home, and as soon as we pull out onto the main road, I get a phone call. Andrea is fully dilated now. She literally went from like a 6 to a 10.
Like showtime.
Like that. It went from 0 to 100 like that. I was like, okay. So we turned right around, went upstairs, pushed, and it was quick. So we actually had to stay in the hospital for like 9 days.
Damn.
And we were lucky that it was only 9 days. My daughter, she came out small, really small. She was a preemie, I guess. She was early, but not as early as some. But yeah, she was a preemie. She came out super tiny. She ended up dropping like down to like 5 pounds. In fact, I think she dropped under 5 pounds.
Wow.
I think she ended up, she got real tiny. Well, the worst part of it was the reason why we were in the hospital for like that long is my fiance, she was actually having kidney and liver failure, and she almost died.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So the day we got home from the hospital, I called my boss and I was like, yo, just letting you know, we're getting settled in the house. And I told him that, the whole situation with Andrea, that she was having the failure and
major issues. Jesus. Yeah.
And he was like, sweet. So you can be back at work tomorrow. I was like,
bro, what?
No.
Yeah, no.
like she's on bed. The doctor ordered her to be on bed rest for an extra 2 weeks.
Right. Damn.
And I told him, I said, just give me through the weekend, because this was like a Thursday or something. I was like, give me Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be back at work on Monday or whatever. Like, and he was like, oh, he got his wife in the group chat, and his wife said, we'll talk tonight. They never called me. I texted them the next day. I actually called my dad first, and I was like, we have an issue.
Yeah, we do.
And
I'm about to go murder somebody.
Oh, I was so...
Dude, I'm about to go gang up on some homies.
My boss and his wife had been through a bunch of issues with...
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. With their kid?
I had a button. Yeah, with their kid, they had an issue. And they had a lot of complications, and unfortunately they went through worse things than we did. So I was going to assume that them of all people would understand,
have a little sympathy, right?
Yeah. So, but they didn't, whatever. They didn't care. I called my dad and I was like, yeah, I have a problem. He basically just said, how's streaming working out? Because I was actually streaming about 30 to 40 hours a week on top of working my 40 hours a week.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
I was just enjoying it, I was doing it with the homies, just playing games, and never thought it would be a job ever. Right. Never in a million years did I ever think that this would be a full-time thing for me. Right. And my dad asked me how I was doing, and I was making more money streaming than I was at my job.
Yeah.
And he was like, so you can do it. And I said, well, here's the thing, Dad. I was like, I'm not no big streamer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I was getting 20 viewers at the time average, if that, you know, like it was maybe 10 to 20. Money's not consistent when streaming,
No, it is not.
You're hoping that, the generosity of others will pay our bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically how I described it to him. And he said, well, try it out for a month. He said, worst case scenario, he said, I won't make you go homeless. You know what I'm saying? If you need something, I will not let you go homeless. And I was like,
done. All right. Let's go.
Yeah. So, but right before that, though, this is the craziest story. And I tell a lot of people, there's a guy in my community. His name's Andy Gardner. He actually, right before we had to go to the hospital, Andy Gardner found me through a guy who hosted me.
Okay.
And Andy Gardner approached me and he asked me if I was a full-time streamer, and I told him no. And he said, you need to be. And I was like, well, need to be and can be, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, a couple different things.
So, but he pulled me into a Discord call one time, and this was before my daughter was born. And he said, you tell me what you need to be full-time, and he said, I'll make sure it happens.
Jesus.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
He said, you need to be a full-time streamer. So you tell me what you need to get started, to grow your stream, to pay your bills, to take care of your family. I'll help you out.
Whoa.
And I was like, we just met.
Yeah.
What do I say? That, when he told me that, I'm like super appreciative. But
of course,
when some guy on the internet tells you that, you're not gonna hold it to him, right?
Yeah.
I try to just whatever.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, man. Is there is quite a lot of that happens, that goes on throughout anything online, man. You just never fucking know. Like, you just never know what's actually for sure gonna happen, or just as someone talking out their ass.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, and I told my dad about it too. And I was like, well, I had a guy who said that he'd help me out. And he did. He held his word. He helped me for my first 2 months of streaming. He helped me get started.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. And it was great. So we'll fast forward to,
oh boy.
What was it? October
of 2019 or 2018?
October of 2018.
Couple months after the kid's born.
Couple months after the kid's born, I was doing good. October hit. It was bad. My viewership dropped, sub count dropped. I made like $200 that month.
So you were hurting, bro.
I was hurting,
dude, hurting.
So I talked to my community, those that were there like regularly, and I was like, I have a kid, you know, like I appreciate your guys' support and stuff. I had already applied for 2 jobs at that time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what were you already in the mindset of like, shit, man, it's time to go back to work, like we got to get back to it type thing?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I applied for 2 jobs. September 1st, I made my official announcement, October 1st. No, now I'm getting this switched up. September. It was the month of September, because then it was October 1st I made the announcement. Yeah. So it was September. Sorry. I made the announcement October, and then November rolls around. I'm still looking for a job. I applied.
Where are you applying?
Some companies.
Where are you applying at? Because what were you doing? What were you doing at the job before streaming started? Like, what was that job?
So I worked retail.
Okay.
I actually worked at a vape shop.
Okay.
These guys that I worked with before streaming were friends of mine.
Right. Okay.
And I'm still friends with a couple of them to this day.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, they were friends of mine. He owned a vape shop, and I worked with him there. You know, he hired me on. It was funny because I was actually doing in-home healthcare. I wanted to be a nurse.
Okay. Yeah.
But the thing is the company I worked at, you had to build your clients, be there long enough, you know, the longer you were there, that you'd get more clients and stuff.
Yeah, I feel that.
My client was like 96, and he was quickly passing.
Yeah, man.
And unfortunately, the 1 full week after I quit, because I ended up getting this other job because it was guaranteed money. I knew it. I wouldn't have to fish for clients.
Yeah.
The first full week after I quit that job, he ended up dying.
Damn, man, that sucks.
Yeah. And you know, I spent every day with him.
Yeah,
you know?
Of course.
Like I spent more time with him than anyone else.
Yeah, damn, man.
So I was there when his family wasn't there. Like he had nobody. So, you know, he became like family to me, like a grandpa, you know? So, and I loved hanging out with him, you know, like brushing his hair. I'd shave his beard. I'd make his lunch every day. I'd have to make sure he, you know, walk him to the bathroom and stuff like that. And, you know, it was crazy, but yeah, I enjoyed it every second I was there. But yeah, then I got into the vape shop with that. Now I'm here. So I announced that I was quitting streaming, and
like completely like quitting full time, like completely quitting, or just like I'm going back to like, you know, like after work type thing.
To fully quitting because new baby.
Yeah,
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Yeah. And what made it harder than anything, it wouldn't have been that bad, but like I was trying to do this and trying to stay consistent with it, but my lady was still off work.
Yeah.
She still had to be off work. Her doctor she would not allow her to go back to work until like 2 months, like 2 months after her bed rest was up. So it was like 2.5 months after she was born.
Yeah.
So it was like a struggle.
Yeah, for sure.
And come November, we got hosted by Tim the Tap Man.
Okay.
And my channel blew up.
Yeah, it's like that re-spark, like that reignite.
Yeah. It blew my channel up like overnight. I went from like, at the time I had like 1,300 followers. I went over 3,000 followers just from that host.
Right.
And I went from like 20 average viewers to I was averaging like 200 or 300 viewers.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And my sub count went from like 100 subs to 1,600 subs.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, like it was just
like
crazy.
Think about how crazy that is. Like just those. First of all, those people from those communities to be able to stick, like, because you think about people nowadays, like most people, right when you get hosted or something like that, you know, you think a lot of them just dip out immediately. They're like, nah, man, I'm cool. Like, I'm only here to watch, you know, whoever was the hoster, right? But people, it's crazy, and it's so cool to see people from massive communities branch out and be like, you know what, dude, let me check out this guy who I've never seen before. Let me give this dude or this girl a chance and see what their content's like. Maybe it's something I'm missing out on, which I feel like goes super underappreciated by a lot of people these days. It's crazy.
No, 100%. Like that, it even, and I'm sure it's the same for you. It's like, even when I host somebody, whether I have 5, 10, 15, 20, it doesn't matter however many viewers I have, when the people from your community stick around when you host somebody, that's that's the best feeling that
it is.
Because I remember getting hosted, and back when I was hosting other people, back when I had like 5 viewers, and like no one would say raid or no interaction. But now you get that interaction, your community going into another community, supporting someone else.
Right.
Like, that's a good feeling.
It is. It's, there's definitely, like two sides of that too, man, where like, when you dish out a host and, there's people from people from your community that stay in and pop in, whether they're going crazy or they're just like, hey man, like, what's up? Like, just to see a couple of those people in there means so much to not only the person who hosted, but the person that you just hosted type thing. Like, because I've been on both ends of that, where I've given out a host and like no one's come through sometimes, like whether it just be like, maybe my ending screen ran longer than I wanted it to, or people got other shit. I mean, people got other shit to do. Like, I fully understand what's happening, but when you go in and drop a host on somebody and you're hyped to be there, and then maybe there's not many people that are hyped about it either, that sucks for both people. Because I've been on both ends, where you get a big host and no one talks from that host. Like, no one comes through and is like, yo, like, what's up, man? Like, whatever. Like, no one comes through and you're like, fuck, dude, that was like, like, say you get ready for 100 people and the dude who hosted you is the only one that's talking. You're like, fuck, man. Like, damn, am I that lame, bro? Like, does no one like me?
Dude, I think that's
like,
the same
dude,
thing.
Am I that fucking lame, man? Like, dude, like, is there, like, do I not cater to anyone? Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
God
that's
damn.
So good.
God
no,
damn.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, when he hosted me the first time, chat was flying. I was playing squads with my buddies on Fortnite.
Was that like your first big? Was that like your first big host?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
How crazy of a situation was that to go from like a very like your consistent chat that's always there to like, holy fuck, I can't read anything anymore, and your fucking and your alerts are through the roof, like you're like pages behind. How fucking crazy is that?
It was so nuts. Dude, honestly, I didn't know what to. And every time I've been hosted by Tim 3 times now, and every time is like the same reaction. Like, I'm just so blown away the fact that he hosted me, and like, like, not that him and I are buddy anything, but like, I talked to Tim at TwitchCon, and Tim knows who I am.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I think it's like a good feeling,
Hell
it's like one of those things that, like, I look up to him. I think he's a great, awesome family guy. Just personal with all of his viewers, always has been, down to earth, great content creator. Just, there's nothing bad I can say about him. And never been able to say about him.
Absolutely, you're 100% right.
And the fact that I've always been a viewer of his, and I'm a part of the Tapman Army, and like, he's hosted me and stuff. Like, it feels good.
Of course, like you not only feel like you feel like you're a part of something a little bit bigger sometimes, man. So that's I definitely 100% agree with that. That's fire. So Tim hosts you, shit starts popping off, and then was that the turning point where you're like, all right, fuck those other jobs that I just applied for? We're back in it.
Literally that night of the host, like, I could pay my rent like 6 months out. Just from that one night. So I was like,
let's go.
I'm gonna keep going.
Of course,
like,
you have
I'm
to.
grinding even harder.
You have to. Yeah.
I was doing minimum 12-hour days, 7 days a week.
Right.
I even did my first 36-hour stream that month.
Gross. You're fucking gross. God, how did you do that? Dude,
I did 3 months in a row over 400 hours.
Dude, I mean, I get that, but Jesus Christ. I don't, 36
my baby
hours?
was literally, my baby is a blob at this point. All she does is fucking shit, piss, and drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't do anything. She doesn't cry. Like, I didn't have, at that time, you don't really have her. I change her shit diaper when I needed to, you know? And every now and again, and then, you know, I still had her home a little bit, so, you know, I was able to put the time in. So I put the time in, I grinded, you know, shortly after that, Myth noticed me. Myth actually came to my stream. Myth
Dude, that was when Myth was big too. Big name Myth, bro.
Yeah. He saw my shimmies.
Your what?
And oh, you never seen
I have seen, never mind. I know exactly what you're talking about.
My milkshakes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're fucking talking about.
He saw that, and his reaction was just like he came in, he gifted like 20 subs. He was live.
Oh, really?
He was watching my stream while he was live.
That's tight, dude.
Yeah, and it was like all this like happened like back to back to back.
Dude, that's got to be such a feeling too, like going from Tim to having Myth in. That's big, dude. That's such like a boost in that's a boost in confidence. But it's crazy the difference that makes all the way across the board. The confidence all the way across the board, man. That's got to be awesome.
And I hear it all the time. You know, that's a you know, I guess the bad thing about it is like, you know, people are like, oh, Tim hosts you all the time or whatever. He's the reason why you're able to stream. And the big one is, and this story's coming up, and I know you've heard about it. I'm sure people have said that, you know, I hate hearing the story or whatever, talking about it. And it's not that I hate talking about it, and I'll explain that. It's like January comes around of 2019, and this random guy came into my channel. And it's funny because he's a random guy and his name's Random.
Okay.
He donates me $1 and he's like, wanna play a game? I'll give you $50. I'm like, what? Like, I've never had that. I've never had anybody come in and donate me $1 and say, wanna play a game?
Okay.
And so I'm like, no, I'm not down for that. Somebody in my chat had recognized the guy and knew who he was.
Okay.
And he was like, CPOTTZZ, play with him. Play with him. Play with him.
Okay.
Play with him. I'm like, okay. So I guess he was like a trick shotter on Call of Duty or something. And like, I don't know. He like big YouTuber guy.
Okay.
Made the video.
Okay.
He donated me $50 or whatever. We played the game.
Oh, damn. He actually donated you a 50 spot?
Yeah, he donated me $50.
By the way,
game.
By the way, you were like, I'm sure you know about this and shit. I know fucking nothing about this, by the way.
Oh, really?
Fucking nothing. Jessica,
oh, wow.
My wife had told me, she was like, yeah, you're gonna ask CPOTTZZ about the video that he was in. And I was like, I don't know what fucking video you're talking about. She sent
people talk about it all the time.
She sent me the video the other day. She was like, yeah, you should probably watch it before you jump onto the podcast with CPOTTZZ. And I was like, yeah, for sure, babe, I'll watch it. I did not watch it. So
didn't watch it.
No, so dude, everything
you should watch it. You should.
Everything like, you're explaining to me is all brand new. I have no idea what anything. Okay. So random. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so this is all new to me.
So, okay, the guy comes in, he donates $1, then he donates the 50. We play the game. We play one game and we win.
Oh, shit.
And he dips. He's like, all right, peace, dude. I'm out.
Okay. Whatever. $50 right? You got to win, but all right. Yeah,
and
sure.
So
whatever.
Confused, you know? Yeah. And I'm like sitting there, my chat's like, what?
Yeah.
Question marks and shit in the chat. And I'm like, I don't know.
Okay. See ya. Thanks for the content, bro.
Yeah. And then like 20 minutes roll by. And you know, my chat's asking me to shimmy for him and stuff, and
dude, big shimmy guy, huh?
Oh, so okay. The shimmy thing's kind of like it's been there since the beginning.
Of course,
like,
okay.
Literally, that was like my thing from the beginning. I've always been a fat guy, and something about seeing a fat man's tits just jiggling,
dude,
is funny.
I mean, it's what gets me going in the morning.
Yeah. So it's been one of those things that stuck. So my chat was like, shimmy for him, shimmy for him. I was like, I would if he was here. And he throws that in the video, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I had a donation goal. This is where, like, you know, things get rough.
Okay.
I don't have insurance. You know, I'm a streamer. You got to carry your own insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance for me here in the state of Indiana cost like, just for me alone, is like $1,500 a month. And you know, that's everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had no insurance. My 2 front teeth were broke as a child by a baseball, and I had them re-glued in my mouth.
Been there, bro.
And my 2 front teeth broke again on stream.
Doing what?
Eating.
What, are you eating, a fucking apple?
No.
Fucking rocks?
So they broke at different times. The one tooth broke. Eating leftover B-dubs, and the other one broke eating a turkey and cheese sandwich. So they just broke loose again.
Jesus Christ, that glue ran out, huh?
Goal. It was $1,000 or something like that per tooth.
Jesus.
I get my teeth fixed, and you know, like, I'm making payments to this dental office or whatever, and so that it got emotional because, you know, like, we were paying out of pocket with some of the stuff with Layla and her medical bills. We had insurance on her, but some of it's not covered, and we're just, you know,
just new kid shit.
Yeah. And so I'm just like stressed out, and I'm just like, you know, you don't expect to wake up and be like, well, here's, you know, a couple $1,000 to my dentist. I need to go get my teeth fixed.
Yeah. That sucks,
so I had a donation goal. He donated the money to me. Random did, and he like finished off the
oh shit, that's tight. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I got like emotional
dude, that's fire.
And stuff because of it. Yeah, and now, dude, I was so grateful.
Of course. You got your fucking teeth back, bro.
Dude, yeah. I was like, fuck yeah. My teeth are fixed, the bills paid off. We're
good to go. Dude,
so happy.
What a weight off your shoulders, too. Like, you never think about how stressful that is, just having it in the back of your mind. And then when it's gone, you're like, holy shit. Oh my God, I feel so much better.
No, absolutely. And so I was freaking out. You know what I mean? Like, I literally was genuinely freaking out.
Yeah.
3 weeks go by or whatever, and the video gets posted up.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I totally forgot that this guy was a
YouTuber.
Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't live, you know. So I had to wait, and so 3 weeks later, he edited the video or whatever, and the video went up. And one of my buddies messaged me. He said, "Bro, the video went live." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "The random video." Dude, I had forgot, bro.
Of course, it's been forever. It's been like 2 weeks now. 3 weeks now is 5 years. Like, what?
No, absolutely. I forgot, you know, like, I was still daily streaming 12 plus hours a day. I forgot about it, whatever. Bro, I went from like my 20 viewers to like 900 viewers.
What?
I was live when the video went up, and I shot up to like 900 viewers. Everyone's in chat.
Holy, is this dude crazy?
Random. I'm like,
is this guy popping on YouTube?
What the fuck? Random? Yeah. So, okay. This guy had at the time 700,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Okay.
He got a shout out from Ali A. The day before, I almost said week before, the day before the video went up.
Oh shit! So he was popping. I found this
out after.
Yeah, so he was popping.
The video went up. Yeah, he started popping because Ali A posted a video that it was Random's video idea, and Ali A took it and gave him the credit. So his channel, he went from 700,000 subs, and like he doubled that like overnight.
Damn.
And so that video was the newest video on his channel, and it fucking blew.
Yeah.
And it's the second most all-time viewed video now. It's almost like 6 million views.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So, and I still, like, to this day, bro, like 50 to 100 new people come to my stream, and not only do they just follow, but they come in and they say,
oh boy.
Hey, CPOTTZZ, I saw that random video. You remember Random? Hey, you remember him? You remember the guy that made you famous?
Oh, the guy that made you famous?
The guy that made you famous. Let me tell you, I may have, and I'm saying I know for a fact I have one person that watches me every day that came from that video. I may have 2
from that video
of 6 million that are consistent to my Random didn't do anything for me other than boost my follower count.
Right.
He made the video, he donated the money to me. I appreciated it. But as far as like getting me partnered or like none of that came from him.
Right.
It all
Okay.
came from Tim the Tap Man primarily.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my community was either built between the hosts of Tim or those people from Tim stuck around.
Okay.
And so yeah, so still to this day, 50 to 100 messages. And that's just being generous too.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. Like that video came out in 2018. Or 2019.
Beginning of 2019, yeah.
Bro, it didn't even matter beginning of 2019. That's a year and some change later. What are we talking about?
A year and a half, dude. A year and a half. And it, you know what I'm saying?
And
like
you still get them. Holy shit.
It's bad. So yeah. So
dude, that's gotta weigh a toll on you at some point, huh? That shit gets mad annoying.
Thing is those guys that come from that video give me 0 credit for anything I've done over the years.
Well, no shit.
To them, it's all thanks to Random. I literally have guys that have come into my channel and they're like, hey, you fat ass, like
you fat piece of shit.
Random, yeah. Lucky for Random that he found you, made you famous, and that's why you have all these followers and viewers and so. Like, it's like, what?
How crazy is
what?
Dude, there's people out there that there are literally human beings out there, which by the way, dude, I wish those people would just somehow magically get the COVID virus, but you know, there's those people out there, man, that are just so fucking dumb that just come in and they're just so oblivious, and now granted, maybe I'm missing out on something, but the people that come in and have no idea about the background, no idea about the work that goes in, no idea like how much time and effort went into stuff, and are immediately just like, yeah, man, I'm glad that you blew up literally overnight because of this video. Like, you didn't do anything. You're welcome. Like, I'm a part of that community. You're welcome for me being here right now. Like, dude, fuck you. Who are you? Who are you, bro? Get out of here. Like, that's just
exactly.
Those are the guys that we just chop their fucking heads off right off the rip, dude. Like, just head off. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's been something I've dealt with literally for the past year and a half, and I'm talking every day. Like, there's not a day that goes by, and even if I don't stream, dude, if I let someone take control of my social media, all my socials, my DMs are flooded.
Really?
By those people, yes.
By the Random crew.
Yeah, it's. Do you remember Random? How are your teeth? How is your son? They thought. My daughter's wearing pink in the video.
Oh, your daughter's in the video too?
My daughter's in the video, yeah. Like, so back in the day, the way it was is she used to sit in her rocker, and she'd sit right next to me in the rocker, and you would be able to see her literally right here while I was streaming. So, but yeah, so my daughter's in the video. You know, I get questions. How's your son? How's your teeth? Do you remember Random? Random made you famous, you fat piece of shit, and like, you know, all kinds of stuff, bro. So like, I get it literally every day. My DMs, like, it took me forever to clear out my Discord, bro, because these guys would join my Discord server while I was off stream, and we'd get a bunch of them that would come in and like they would try to add me. So like, I had to make my stuff like, you know, friends only and stuff.
Yeah, for
like,
sure,
dude, it was bad. But you know, I was able to turn all that stuff off. It's the DM part like started dying down.
Yeah.
And we're good there. But like, my Twitter was blown up. My Instagram, dude, I don't ever post on Instagram, and my Instagram has like, I think all the followers are those random people.
Really?
Like, for the most part. And my DMs flooded.
Of course,
Do you remember Random? Do you remember that guy? So it's just like a joke now, you know, like, you know, Prod, he'll come in and he'll be like, hey, C-Pots, remember Random? You know, just like
Prod's a good dude, man. I like him. I like Prod.
I love Prod. Yeah.
Prod's a good dude. Damn.
He is a great guy.
So this whole thing happened. And obviously shit's still going on with that to this day.
Yeah.
And was that like at what point in time? Like, has there been any point in time since then that you've been like, oh shit, like I need to go back to work or anything like that? Like everything seems to be good to my knowledge, to where you know everything seems like you know you're good to go.
Yeah. So this is the funniest thing. I quit playing Fortnite in January.
Right. Yeah.
January of 2020, I quit playing Fortnite.
Same. I think that's when we all did.
Super dead to me. Fortnite's what grew me. I played it every single day. That was all I did. I didn't do bits of just chatting back then.
Really?
No, not at all. I was Fortnite strictly only.
Dude, it was so much fun though, man. It was so much doing random duos or with your homies. Like, dude, it was so much fun.
Yeah. And that's what I did. I did a lot of that. I got into hosting tournaments, dude. Like,
whoa, okay.
Big cash tournaments.
Damn,
like,
okay.
I didn't know that. Thousands of dollars from these tournaments.
Holy shit, I didn't know that. Money. I did not know that. Wow.
I even got some sponsorships along the way, you know, like I was even working with a company there for a while, and like they were giving me money on a regular basis to do some of these. And so like it became like a big thing.
Yeah,
part of my stream, dude. Like I was doing these tournaments.
Yeah, if you're at that level of hosting tournaments and shit like that, now were you, dude, that's big. Were you like casting or just mainly like just kind of like poking in and watching games, or were you playing in them? Or
no, I was playing in them. I was hosting them, playing in them. You know, it was like through the whole like custom layout, like where you got to give them the code.
Yeah.
And, you know, they could win cash prizes and stuff like that. So yeah, it became one of those things that like it started like people were coming into my stream, and like if I didn't want to do a tournament, I would get, you know.
Dude,
people
blasted.
would only come in for the money.
Of course.
And I was like, I don't want my personal stream to be that. Like maybe I make a second Twitch account and it's like, you know, based around tournaments. So I go live on it when I want to do tournaments and
there
stuff.
There was a lot of that at the height of Fortnite success of what you're doing, which was awesome. But the people that wanted to be a part of it wanted to just be a part of that and that's it, nothing else. Literally, they weren't any of the people that were going to be, you know, your ride or die homies. They were the dudes that come in, all right, can I win some cash? Can I put my name out there? No. If not, fuck you, you suck, later. Dude, that was such a big issue at one point in time. And then when, you know, they started to like regulate it a little bit, and then it went from like doing stuff like that to like, I remember seeing a bunch of like Fortnite fashion shows. Did you ever see any of those?
Oh,
dude,
God,
Jesus.
I quit.
Dude,
I quit before
kill me.
that, you know,
oh
that
my
blew up.
God. Fortnite fashion shows. Let me tell you, if anybody is watching this on YouTube or listening to it somewhere, if you participated in that, get out. Dude, get out. You're at the wrong spot. Are you kidding me? That was a real thing, bro. God, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I saw a lot of YouTubers doing it, and you know, like guys like Cypher PK blew up fashion shows. Nick Merckx even participated, like hosted some or something. Yeah, dude, like it was crazy.
Our homie Nick Merckx.
Yeah, Nick Merckx.
No,
hosted
he did
one.
not.
When Nick Merckx hosted his fashion show, that's actually what blew them up. Like,
are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I mean, I love Nick Merckx. I'm only a little disappointed, but I'm still disappointed.
Yeah, I think he threw some cash out to the winners or something. Yeah, well,
like that. I know he does a lot of like the MFAM gauntlets and stuff like that going on.
And that's the direction I was trying to go.
Right? Yeah. Which is that's a solid way to go about it too. Having members of the community. Do you hear what I said?
Exactly.
Members of the community be a part of it, as opposed to, all right, let me just open this up to the floor and have a bunch of shitheads come through.
Yeah,
and then dip out immediately.
I just did mine open. Everyone could join. It didn't matter age. It didn't matter if you just followed today or.
But that's also a part of the grind too. You know, like you got to build a base somewhere, and if that puts up numbers, it puts up numbers. Let's go. Like I'm definitely about that.
And dude, it brought in numbers.
Yeah, of course. I remember those. It used to be if you scrolled through the Fortnite directory, it was all hosting customs, hosting tournament, whatever it may be, and then the further down the list you got. Like I remember one day literally scrolling through on stream, being like, "Look at all these fucking people who are hosting custom games right now. It's insane." It was crazy at that time, man. It was wild.
Yeah.
It was
it absolutely was. Like, and the attention was cool, the kids telling their friends and then telling their friends. And like, I still get it to this day, like people saying, "Oh, CPOTTZZ, I miss playing Fortnite. I miss watching you play Fortnite. I miss your tournaments and, your custom games and all that stuff."
Yeah.
Like, I get it all the time. Even, and this is what killed me. Is like, a lot of those guys that came around were literally in my streams every day, and some of them were even VIPs.
Damn,
and they quit coming to my stream after I quit playing Fortnite.
Damn, that's a bummer.
And they were people who I thought were like really good friends of mine.
Yeah, like the ride or die people.
Yeah, and they were in there no matter what. I'd go live and maybe I'd sit in the menus for 20-30 minutes chatting it up.
Yeah.
And then I'd hop into play some pub matches, some solos, maybe a duo with a friend, and they were always in there whether I was doing the tournaments or not. I quit playing Fortnite, they quit watching me, and that was my downfall. Was in January when I quit at the very end of January. February, February was as crazy as it sounds, even being partnered, even for as long as I've been doing this, February was my worst month streaming on this platform, like as far as viewer count, as far as revenue, everything together. February was my worst month of streaming.
Damn. Which by the way, for a lot of people that don't know out there too, around that January, February mark, everybody takes a hit. Like, like you think you're coming off of the month of December, November, December, which, a lot of people are hyped up. It's Christmas, everybody's out, people are getting Christmas bonuses who are dropping it on streamers. Not just guys like you and me, but everybody, like all the way across the board throughout the month of December, shit gets wild, like wild. And then when January hits, you're like, okay, halfway through January, you're like, fuck. And then end of January, you're like, fuck. And then February hits, you're like, holy shit. Oh my God, I got to start working late night at Waffle House or something like that.
Dude,
make some cash back, bro. Yeah,
so,
I know.
Like I was to that point where I was like, because it all kind of lined up in a weird place for me too. I was like, maybe streaming isn't my thing. And the reason why I said that to myself is I just quit playing Fortnite. Fortnite's all I ever done. I was like, maybe Fortnite was the only thing keeping my stream alive.
Yeah.
And it literally got to a point where I said it to myself. I said, do I keep playing Fortnite and being unhappy and continue streaming, or do I quit streaming, maybe stream a little bit here and there, but go get a job? If it came down to go get a job or stream Fortnite, I'd have went and got a job a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, I could not. I've toyed around with the idea of maybe hopping back into some Fortnite, but dude, the community is so tough. I have so many friends in that community still, so many people that I know, and the stuff that I hear, that I see on Twitter, like I feel like I'm still a part of that community, even though I'm not.
Right.
I'm indirectly involved with that community, and I just, dude, it's so bad.
It's
is. Like I thought back in the day, kids shouting that they wanted to F my mom, and they're, shouting racist, slurs and, real mean things on Call of Duty way back in the day. I thought those were the worst days.
Yeah.
This Fortnite community is the worst of the worst.
Dude. It's actually pretty shitty, high key.
Yeah. I had a group of kids who actually, they actually harassed me for about a month and a half And I actually had to call my local police and file a report.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they were threatening my daughter, saying that they were gonna, do things to her. Yeah. So it was real bad. So I was like, yeah, that's the last straw. I'm done with it.
Yeah. Holy hell.
I'm done with it. Why put up with this?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is why? You don't have to. You don't have to.
Exactly.
One thing I want to touch on is like a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand, especially. I mean, granted, there is some level of understanding, but a lot of people don't understand that when you play a game that might be best for your channel or whatever it may be, but you're not enjoying, that feeling of hating it, of not wanting anything to do with that, comes so hard to explain. It becomes so hard to explain because you're like, everybody's like, look, dude, I want you. Why aren't you playing this? Like, why aren't you playing this? Like, dude, you understand, man? I'm fucking good. Like, I'm good. And then it sucks even more when you're in that mindset of you're like, nah, man, like I don't want to play that anymore. And those people are like, all right, well, fuck you. See you later. Like you got to really like step up and be like, hey, like, all right, well, I don't need those fucking people anymore. Like I gotta distance myself from either these people or the game or both or whatever it may be. And that's such a hard thing to do. It's at some times, man, that's difficult to do. Yeah, no, it was so hard, like I love that game. I have so many good memories, within that community playing that game, but when it like people can say whatever they want to me. They can say whatever about me. They can, whatever. I don't care. Right. But when it comes to like family, you're gonna hear this from any guy or any mom or dad or anyone, regardless of regardless of gaming, streaming. Yeah, dude. Threaten my daughter. Yeah. Whether you're threatening to kill her or you're threatening in any, right. It was a lot of either killing or sexual threats towards my. At the time, she was like 6 months old. She's not even 2 yet. Yeah. She's about to be 2 this August. Jesus Christ. A baby. Yeah. You're talking a baby. They were changing their in-game names and stream sniping me, and like they even like went on like Instagram and Twitter and like. Jesus. So I found out all their information and I gave it to so the funniest thing is one of them donated to me. And I banned him from donating. Got him. And yeah, he made another account and donated again. I had his email. Yeah, I reverse searched that email. I got his phone number, his address, everything I needed. Gave it to the police. I said, hey, this is the problem. This is what's going on. He said, we'll handle it. And it stopped. And it stopped. Damn. That's what's up. Yep. That's crazy. You got to go through shit like that these days, man. It's wild. Dude, it was bad. It was wild. Whew. But yeah, so, I quit that and, so February was bad. And then we hit March, March, February kind of trickled into March. It was just like, still slow. Yeah. I was doing a lot of just chatting. I was playing some COD. I was doing. And just hating your life in COD. Dude, I was just like, hating my life with COD. And I just was like, I'm enjoying myself, but it's like, I can enjoy myself all day long, but it like, at the end of the day, I got to pay my bills. So I got to go find a job. Yeah. It got to that point where, okay, I'm not a variety streamer. People don't want to see me do variety things. And it wasn't that. It was just that the people that watched me play Fortnite didn't want to see me do variety things. Right, for sure. I hadn't built my community to follow me across other games and just chatting and stuff like that. I had only built my community for Fortnite. The Fortnite so community. I pretty much got dropped by everyone. Not everyone, like I had, 15 people or so, like, and when I say 15 people or so, like I would say at 15 average viewers when I stopped Fortnite, like I was 200. Yeah, on Fortnite. And now I'm like 15. Dude. So I was like I got to do something, like, I just need to grind harder. I need to go longer. Yeah. I'll stream a little bit on the side, but I need to get a job. Yeah. And then the night came, I was actually talking to a homie of mine in Discord and, he was like, you going to go live tonight?
and it was midnight, or it was 11 o'clock. It was, approaching midnight. I was like, man, it's so late. I was like, I mean, I guess I could, try to reach a different audience. Cause I've mentioned in your chat before, like, I love watching your late night streams. So you go until 3 or 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love chilling, laying in bed on the phone, hanging out, and it's just fun time.
Yeah.
And so, like, honestly, from the months of like, I know I mentioned it to you before, but you don't know it like this far. From the months of January through like March, those 3 months, you actually like helped give me a little bit of confidence, and you actually motivated me by me watching your streams. I've been lurking in your streams now for about a year.
Really?
Yeah, I've been around your streams for a long time before I even started talking. Yeah.
Holy shit, I did not know that, man.
Yeah, I watched you play Fortnite and all kinds of stuff, just like, and I'd lurk here and there.
Yeah.
And, but like, I never chatted, but I'd always pull up your stream and I'd watch it for a little bit, and then I'd go to bed. It was usually like around nighttime and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been around for a minute and seen, bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, this year, like, you helped me out a lot with like confidence and motivation, 100%.
Really? Damn, that means a lot to me, man.
Dude, and it means a lot to me, and this is what's amazing about being a streamer, is like, this actually happens to a lot of people. And like, some people will come in and they'll say something, and you're like, oh, well, thank you, like, I appreciate it. And then people come in, they're like, oh, watching you stream, you're the reason why I stream now. And it's like, sometimes I'll bust, I'll make jokes about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the little self-promotion.
Yeah, man. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Dude, it's like, because I get that, like, with you, like, I would have never came out and said, oh, dude, you're the reason why I still stream,
Right.
But no, like, literally, you motivated me this year. Like, so January rolled around, February, I quit Fortnite. I watch you do a variety of things. You always have done a variety of things.
Yeah.
And you always keep a positive vibe. You always make people laugh as much as you can. You and Trey, your guys' relationship is goals, dude. Like, I wish I had, like, and I do, but I don't have a friend that I could share this with.
Right.
I don't have anybody IRL that I can share this with.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I have my fiance. She understands it. She's a part of my community.
Yeah.
My community loves her and stuff like that. But like, the fact that you have somebody like that can lean on you, and then you can lean on, like, I look, that.
Yeah,
that
man.
is awesome.
That is,
I think it's something special.
It is. And obviously, man, I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. I do remember you coming in late nights and being like, dude, man, like, you've really, like, I can't believe you're up. Like, you're motivating me. During, like, right when, like, COVID and all that shit hit.
It was right at the beginning.
Yeah, that was when my sleep schedule had gotten fucked up, because everybody else's sleep schedule had gotten fucked up. So I was super late night, and I remember you popping in very randomly. Well, I mean, you were there, but I specifically remember the random pop-ins of you chatting and stuff like that, and you telling me that. But dude, that means a shit ton to me. But just talking about having somebody to lean on like that. Dude, it's something that's so hard to find, especially these days. Especially these days. I'm so, as much shit as I give Trey, I'm so glad to have him around. And I've got a couple other buddies that are just like that, good friends. My buddy Josh and my buddy Cody. Those are both guys that I've always been able to lean on and shit like that. But yeah, man, it's tough to find somebody like that. That's somebody that's had to have been there with you from the get-go. Like, there are people that I'm sure you'll be able to find, but even still, it's hard to it's hard to instill a lot of trust in, not randoms, but not somebody that's had your back for a hot minute. It's rough. It's definitely rough.
No, absolutely.
Damn.
So yeah, like, the beginning of this year, watching your streams, you doing whatever you want, whenever you want. And this is another cool thing about your community, and I know of one other guy he's a partnered streamer. He doesn't really do much. He's more on the YouTube side of things now. Okay. But I even told him this. I appreciate, like, your community as far as, like, it doesn't matter if you just go live and you have 10 people in your chat, or if you have 50 people in your chat, or even 100 plus. you have a super engaging community. You have people that are there for you, that really love you. You know, you've been around for a while. You've been on this platform for a minute.
Yeah, I've been around for a little bit.
And you got some hardcore people that just love watching you.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing. And like, as a streamer, every streamer wants that.
Yeah.
And even I have people like that too, but even, like, even as being, looked at as a partnered streamer, some people look at me as a big streamer. I'm not.
Right.
Like I would say between your community and my community, and just looking at the like, you and me are about the same size. The only difference is I have a check mark, and guess what? That check mark doesn't mean shit.
Right.
So everyone that like always hypes up that, someone's partnered and like, oh, they're this bit, dude, I'm literally nothing. I mean nothing to Twitch, and I will always mean nothing to Twitch unless I'm like their top
literally
2%.
Unless you're pulling Tim numbers. Tim,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Or even lower end. But talking about like you press start streaming, and the second you press it, there's 10,000 people in there. That type of thing.
No. And see, but that, like I get that all the time as far as like people come in and honestly, it irritates me, but I don't know really how to like handle the situation. But when they come in and they're just like, oh, CPOTTZZ, you're partnered now. You're the big shot. And it's like,
what? Yeah. What?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm still grinding to get where I want.
Yeah.
If I have to wake up every morning and worry about, not that I do, but like, if I have to like wake up and grind, I'm not Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah.
For example, like Tim could take a month off, 2 months off, and he'd be fine.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, we can't do that. We're still in the grinding stages. I'm not Mr. Hot Shot.
Yeah.
I'm not Mr. Big Shot. I'm still little old CPOTTZZ trying to make myself a name.
Right. I'm
verified on this platform, on not any others.
Yeah, that's always the thing to think about in just talking about this. Well, actually, you know what? Hang on. First and foremost, cheers to you, bud. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate the words that you said. It does mean a lot to me. So cheers to you. Cheers.
I need to get another drink, actually.
That's okay. But one of the things that I've been worried about here recently is you talk about, you've got to grind. There is that grind, whatever. You say, Tim could take 2 months off and be good to go. Nick, any of those guys could take all the time they want to off. And they can, which is crazy. Dude, look at the little monster. Dude.
Oh, you see her?
Yeah, I see her. Almost 2, by the way.
You want to say hi? Say hi, Dapper. Can you say hi? Hi.
Dude, look at the luscious locks on that girl. She's gonna have some crazy hair, bro.
Yeah.
Holy.
So cool.
Yeah. Hi.
You can't hear me, but hi. You're cute.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
We love you. We love you. I'll see you soon.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's getting wild.
It's like 50% of the time she's a daddy's girl. 50% of the time she's a mommy's girl.
That's funny. But yeah, back to it, dude. I literally, like, you talk about, like, Tim could take 2 months off, and it's crazy because he can, and he would have no problems. But here, like, so my birthday's in like 2 weeks, and I just moved up to this house in North Carolina. I'm from Florida, and obviously, like, my parents want to see me. I want to see them. I want to fly home and see them. And right now it might be a weird time to travel, but plane tickets are cheap for the majority of the part.
Facts.
So I want to fly home and say what's up to my family because I haven't seen them since I moved in January. But it's one of those things where I am terrified of taking 4 days off. Terrified.
No, absolutely.
It scares me more than anything because if I'm not here, I'm not doing my job, I am not progressing towards the goals that I want to achieve, and it sucks. That's the hidden side of streaming that a lot of people don't see, which is a rough one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, you know, I get it every last month, you know, it was a crazy month. I hit my highest sub count ever.
Yeah,
we hit almost 3,700 subs.
That's a big one.
So I've been getting like they all, you know, subpocalypse or whatever.
Oh, dude, yeah, of course.
So like everyone's coming in and they're like, CPOTTZZ, you just dropped so many subs.
Oh my god, that is the biggest fucking tilter of them all.
I was so happy to hit that number. That's a huge accomplishment.
Of course.
Like, you know, I'm getting, you know, little Timmy bitching, CPOTTZZ, what happened to all your subs?
Yeah, the kid who got the gifted sub last month who didn't come back to read. Oh, man, hey, man, you want to help me out? Oh, you don't? Oh, my bad. You're 12? Fuck off, dude.
Oh,
fuck off, dude.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
dude, I was just so happy, you know what I mean? Like, I never thought that we would ever achieve those numbers. And you have a fantastic average sub count.
Just a bunch
your view count.
Just
as well.
a bunch of idiots, yeah.
A bunch of idiots.
Just a bunch of idiots.
Guys, money.
Bunch of actual idiots. But I love them. They're my idiots. I love them to death.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just one of those things that, like, you know, you take days off, you know, you take 4 days off. You're losing 4 days of, you know, however many subs 30 days ago you just, you know, got to.
Yeah,
so you're gonna miss out on that. Yep. You know, so, you know, being blunt, you know, to everyone, as a streamer, if you take days off, every day you take off, you lose money.
Yeah.
You're not just, you know, we don't get vacation days, but every day as a streamer you take off, you lose money. Now, with that being said, I don't think it's healthy to stream every single day.
And it's not. And I was in a mindset like that for a very long time where, you know, it was 7 days a week, and it wasn't, I mean, granted, you know, I took days off here and there, or I might have taken like a night stream off or showing up late. And even still to this day, I take some on the occasion. I mean, but you have to. It's one of those things that, let me tell you, I don't want to, but I need to. Like, you need to take those days off sometimes. You need to, you know, do shit that is outside of streaming, whether it be something as minor as, you know, you've put off cleaning something, or something, or even just something major, like something major that needs to get done, like whatever it may be. There's got to be a time to that has to get set aside to get that done. So and a lot of people don't realize too, is that, you know, those days that you take off, I feel like there's some people out there that are like, oh, he's just fucking off, he's not doing anything. Bro, let me tell you, I'm fucking not. Like, my day off is just as stream oriented the majority of the day as it would be if I was actually streaming. Like, you know, this past Sunday I took off. This past Sunday I filled a whiteboard with shit that I needed to get done this week, streaming wise, whether it be, you know, obviously this podcast, you know, we set up a bunch of people to have this podcast going on, you know, with, I've got some other stuff in the future that's kind of coming around. And as well as, you know, I like to be variety, which, you know, but, you know, I like to mix it up. And so we want to do more shit than you seeing me just right here at this desk every single day. You know, we try and mix it up. We try and go downstairs. We try and do some dumb streams down there, get drunk, be idiots, you know, that kind of thing. Like, so see,
that's why I appreciate the fact that you do take the time and that you do stuff like that. Because let me tell you, like, even me as a Dapper Jameson viewer and not a streamer or a friend or looking at me any other way, a viewer of yours, I love those streams.
That's good.
And like, when that day that you and Trey, you guys did that sushi day, dude, that was so fun.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You guys did the hot ones, hot sauce.
Yeah,
like, that was fun.
Yeah, those are good ones, man.
I enjoy that stuff.
Yeah, that, you know, and that's the thing too, and that means so much too, because there's so much effort that goes, and that's why we That's why we think them out, because there's so much effort that goes into it. It might not seem like it, but you know, for me to set up a downstairs stream, we're talking an hour and a half of just setup time. Just making sure everything's the way I want it, because I'm super fucking OCD. It might not actually need to take me that long, but I am just so OCD about it. You know, and then the cleanup after. You know, I got my man Trey throwing up everywhere when we do some dumb shit downstairs. Like, dude, it is a to do, man. Like, it's not, and so to hear that, and I know, and I'm not just saying like you're the only one to ever say that. A lot of people have appreciated it, but it means a lot to hear that kind of stuff, and that's what we want, man. That's what I want, and you know, I said we, you know, that's what we want, because that's, you know, I think of me, Jess, and Trey, like we're the crew, we're the team. Like everybody puts in something. Trey will have his ideas. Majority of the time we fucking shoot him down because he's an idiot, and then we have Jessica's, which I also shoot down Jessica's ideas all the time. And then I say a Jessica idea on stream where I'll be like, yeah, Jessica had this dumbass idea. And Chad will be like, dude, why aren't you doing that? Like, that'd be fucking hilarious. Like, you're so dumb. I'm like, dude, I fucking hate that idea. And that's the thing, man. Like, we're like, when I use the term we, I really mean we. Like, we always try and sit down. Like, the whole reason we built a dining room table before we moved up here, the whole reason we envisioned us sitting around this dining room table and having, like, you know, some conversations where we talk out ideas for content in the future, whatever it may be, because Trey, again, as much shit as I give Trey is one of the most loyal dudes there is. Trey will put my stream before anything he has to do, before anything, and that's always been his mindset. I've tried taking money that I've gotten from those streams, whether it be like donations or even being like, yo, like, let me hit you with some of like the sub money, whatever. He won't take any of it. He's always been the guy to be right there with me. And then on the other side of me is Jess too, where Jess is, you know, either pushing me to do something that would create content, which I fucking hate, or helping me in the future
pushing you out of your comfort zone.
Right. And I fucking hate it, but she does it and I deal with it. So, you know,
you hate it, but you love it at the
gotta
same
have
time.
It, dude. Gotta have it. But yeah, so, you know, just being able to have that, and to be able to sit around and to also hear that it's appreciated, not just from you, but especially from you. That means a fuck ton, but, you know, from everybody else that's in chat too. It's fire, man. I love it. We've got a lot more stuff like that coming too. So I'm hyped about it. Yeah,
no, I love watching those streams. I honestly, I enjoy, like, so on that topic of just like doing a variety of things, like one of my, like, I guess you can call him like a sleeper, like he's a big streamer, but like you either know him, I guess, or you don't. As weird as that sounds.
No,
Pay Money Wubby. Do you know who that is?
One more time.
Pay Money Wubby.
Nope.
No. So he's a huge streamer, you know. He I was watching him back when I was really big into Fortnite. That's where I found him. You know, I was big into Fortnite, and watching his streams, dude, like he would do random stuff on Fortnite, random duos, but he would do like questionnaires with his random duos and give them money if they answered questions correctly and stuff. And like he does like a lot of IRL content, and dude, his content is all over the place. And that's what I love about him.
For sure.
He is a no fucks given type of guy,
right? Where
you could say anything to him or say anything about him and he does not care. He is there for him, and he is there for his community,
right?
And fuck everyone else,
right?
And the fact that he can do whatever, even if it makes him look like the dumbest person in the world, he'll do it.
Right?
Like, he doesn't care. And
that's
actually
a tough
hosted
personality
me.
to have. Oh, he hosted you?
No, so he hosted me at the end of March.
Okay.
And that was the turnaround of my stream again.
Really?
Because again, back to February being my worst month of streaming ever. Ever. Like even when I was like down back when Layla, having to go full time and all that stuff. Even before the random thing, like it was my worst month ever.
Damn.
And again, so back to that night, I was talking to my buddy, and he was like, maybe take the night off. And I was like, yeah, maybe I do take the night off. It's almost midnight. Blah 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 blah. I ended up going live. As soon as I went live, 10 minutes into my stream, I get hosted by Pay Money Wubby. And Pay Money Wubby will literally just go anywhere on Twitch and find someone and host.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't it's not like Tim with the Tapman Army.
Oh, okay.
Right? If you're in the Tapman Army, you can be hosted by Tim.
Okay.
Wubby will literally choose anyone. And he found, went live 10 minutes later, out of nowhere, bam, Pay Money Wubby. I was like,
how wild is that? Like somebody has to go searching like that, and then just you just get that lucky. Because it's luck. That's what it is. I mean, because you think about it, this is somebody just randomly choosing to click on you.
Yeah, absolutely. And as much as I love Tim, as much as I follow him, no matter what he's playing, hate World of Warcraft. I watched Tim play World of Warcraft.
Right.
I love Tim.
Yeah.
Tim is just, again, one of those guys. He can just talk about anything and everything. And I just love vibing out in his community.
I feel that.
Wubby is one of the coolest people to be hosted by. And the reason why is because back to Wubby's mentality, back to his personality, no fucks given.
Yeah.
His community is the same way.
That's what's
up.
And
you want to talk about fun people to talk with are people that watch Wubby.
That's good because
Wubby's
it sounds like
regulars are so fun.
Dude, it sounds like that could go to me. I immediately am like, dude, that could go either way. Like, it could be like the coolest people or the no fucks given. Fuck you.
Person, yeah,
if you're
dude. Sensitive and you get easily offended. You don't want to be hosted by
good
Wubby.
luck, bro.
Yeah, good luck. Exactly. Yeah. But I tell you what, that was one of the most fun nights I've ever had. And they also, like, my sub count ended up dropping. Like, I don't even remember how many. I know my count at the time was like 200 or something. But like, I didn't have 200 subs that month. You know how that kind of works.
I know.
Your count, it drops. But yeah. So like that month, I don't know how many subs I had, but the count was at 200. They ended up getting me over like 2,000 subs that month or whatever.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Like Wubby's community, like there were people from my community too that, were a part of that.
Right.
But Wubby's community, 95% of it just came in and just started gifting subs.
That's
and
crazy.
I was just like, you guys literally just met me. What are you guys doing?
That's such that
you know what I'm saying?
That's a feeling too that not a lot of people will ever get. I don't think is when you get a host or a raid or whatever it may be from some random that either you know who it is or a completely new person that just again at the luck of the draw decided to scroll down through the directory and click on you and then decide to host you. When something like that happens, and then the people from that community blow you up and gas you up with subs, bits, whatever it may be, dude. That is a feeling that and I've never done it, but it's gotta resemble fucking doing cocaine, like hardcore.
Yeah,
or like
dude,
like that feeling is another level, bro. It's another level.
Sure.
God, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you know what's cool is those guys are stuck around. A lot of them have. Like
that right there is what is the best part about anything. Granted, don't get me wrong, the subs are great. If you want to donate me money, that's awesome. But that shit is now. That's right now. That's not looking at it in the longevity perspective, and not even looking at it as, this is you being here is great for me, great for my channel. It's awesome that someone decides to stick around and they're there because you add one more. The way I look at it is you add one more homie. Like whenever I think about streaming, I don't think of it as, now granted it is a job. There are parts of it that are a job, but I try and put it out there that this isn't my job. It's just me like hanging out with homies, like just kicking it with friends. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly, I call them my homies all the time.
So having somebody there not only just in the now, but for the future, that's fire. That's fire. You can't beat that, man.
Yeah. No, it is amazing. Like, honestly, I've talked to them, a lot of them off stream, and, getting to, not only getting to talk to them, obviously, through chat, but getting them going in my Discord. And while I'm streaming, 5, 10, 15 of them chilling in the Discord call while I'm streaming, hanging out, talking to each other.
Yeah.
Is like, it's so dope. And
That's
then when I
fucking
end stream,
awesome.
I get to go in there and pop in and talk to them for a bit before I go to bed.
Yeah, we just recently kind of got our Discord on that same level here within like the past, I'd say like year or so. It's gotten to that where it's so cool. Like, we've got like a whole D&D crew in there, like everybody that hangs out there on Saturdays and they do D&D, and people hang out there on random weekends, like last Sunday or this Sunday or the Sunday before or whatever. There was a couple of people hanging out in Discord, and I was like, shit, I'm sitting here, and I just open up Discord, I see they're there, pop in, say what's up, like what's going on, like hey, how, like it's so fucking rad that people are just sitting in there choosing to chill. Like that's fire. Yeah. Everybody's drunk in the Discord, in my Discord all the time. We even have like a drunk bedroom for people. Like wherever, like if you're like too drunk, they just like drag you out. Monsters like drag you out, like get the fuck out. You can't leave anymore. You can't come back. But
and recently, so I just found out 2 of my viewers, one, his name is Helix, and then the other one, her name is Aristotle.
Helix, I know that idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
idiot, actually.
I believe both of them came from Wubby, but they both met in my chat, and like during, I did a subathon last month or whatever.
Yeah. And
they really got to talking, and now they're dating.
Holy shit, what? Dude, you're the matchmaker.
He flew out to her and stayed at her house. Now they're dating.
What?
Officially. Yeah.
Dude, what is fucking popping? Dude,
yeah,
you're like
so dope.
You're the Twitch Bumble, bro. You're the Twitch Tinder.
And we'll even throw it back even longer. Way back in the day, I had a guy, his name's Oofers, and there's this other girl who found me from another streamer. Her name is Saturn. They met. They live like within an hour of each other in California, and they're dating. They've been dating.
Holy shit.
For a long time. Yeah, dude. It's crazy that I love the fact that I just have a place. And like you said, you're just hanging out with the homies, and people come in and they actually meet each other, not just through the internet, but in real life, and they build a relationship together. I think that's so dope, dope. Because, like, and you're in the same boat, we're not single men, we're taken, and, I have a kid and stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Fucking say I live with Satan.
I joke around with my female viewers all the time, and I'm just like, Haley, she's one of my mods. She actually found me from Tim, and I joke with her all the time. She's single, and I give her shit all the time, saying she's mine and stuff like that. But like, we're not single guys, but the fact that other single people can come in and just like, chit chat and make something out of it, I think it's dope.
I think it's fire, dude. I think it's fire. Speaking of fire, my wife, she comes from fire. But nah, man, I love her to death. She's great. Well, listen, man, dude, it's been so awesome to hear everything, hear your perspective on a lot of different things, and hear, how things started, and, kind of your thoughts on a lot of different stuff, man. It's been awesome having you on here. Like I said, this wasn't anything I was going to take up a whole bunch of time with. Dude, it's actually so cool to be able to sit here and talk with you about just same shit that you and I go through every day. It's awesome. And to hear the backstory on things, dude, it's great. Where can the people find you at right now? Lay it out there. Where are we to find you?
You can find me on Twitch. My name's CPOTTZZ. It's CPOTTZZ. I always say CPOTTZZ.
Double T, double Z,
same
baby.
on all socials on CPOTTZZ everywhere. So,
well, dude,
but no, I definitely appreciate you having me on here, and it's dope to be able to share my story. I love hearing other people's stories too. I've watched all of your podcasts and heard what everyone has to say, and I think it's awesome what you're doing.
Hey, man.
So thank you.
Truly, from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot, CPOTTZZ. Thanks for coming on, dude. You and I will talk soon. I don't know what you got going on tonight. You're gonna go live? What's happening?
Yeah, I might.
Just do it.
Drink. You got me drinking now.
Yeah,
so
go
now
live.
Drink.
Go live.
Probably gonna play some games.
Good.
So.
I think you definitely need to do that. All right, man. I love you. Thanks for coming on. It means a lot again.
Too, man. Thank
All
you.
right, CPOTTZZ. See you, man.
Peace out, brother.
All right, man. Again, make sure you guys go check out CPOTTZZ. Obviously, great dude. High key, great dude. I love that. I love that. I seriously, I may have him on again very soon because I could talk to CPOTTZZ for a long time about shit like that. That shit gets me going. Listen, man. So make sure you guys drop him a follow. Again, that's CPOTTZZ on all socials, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that kind of good stuff. If you guys are listening to this, I know a lot of you guys are here right now. This is gonna be fucking weird to hear, but if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or you're watching it on the YouTube channel, be sure you guys follow me on my Twitter, which is at DapperJameson on Twitter. My Instagram, which is at DapperJameson on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following my Twitch. Again, this is weird. You're here right now. This is being broadcasted on Twitch. But my Twitch is twitch.tv/DapperJameson. And also, be sure to sub up to the YouTube. It's free. You click a button, youtube.com/DapperJameson. So I am going to hang this up right now. Hang it up. I am going to play a ending screen. I'm not ending. I am not ending. I just need a spot to cut this shit off so I can put it on everything else. So, hey, I love you. We're, quote, ending right physically now. Oh, wow. Look at this really cool animation. This is so fucking cool. All right.